Tiktuk Masoret HaMikra. This is a special topic about the pronunciation and the associated kelal of how to pronounce the Shem Hashem Adonut Elokut when you have letters in front of it. Mem Shin He Kaf Vav Kaf Lamed Bet. There's a general rule which Baalei Masoret put in place, and it says the following: whenever there's a case of Adonut and Elokut, in other words, Adoshem or Yud Kevavke, which is pronounced Adoshem, or Elokim, whether it's Kodesh or Hol, the letters Mem, Shin, He, Moshe, what's called Motzi, and Vav, Kaf, Lamed, Bet, Machnis. Those other four letters, Machnis. So it's the klal is Moshe, Motzi, Vekalev, Machnis. What does that mean? So when you have the letters Mem, Shin, He, followed by Shem Hashem, either in the form of Elokim or Adoshem, Motzi, you hear the Hataf afterwards. So for example, you hear the word Ha-Elokim, Me Adoshem, She Adoshem, She Elokim. You hear the Aleph right after that. But Vechalev, when you have the letters Vav, Kaf, Lamed, Bet, Machnis, it's the Aleph afterwards is not heard at all. Mastir et hatafim. The hataf under the Aleph that normally would have been there is now gone, and you don't hear it. So it's Aleph is what's called naha. It's naha v'nistar. It's silent. So for example, Badoshem, Vadoshem, Belokim, Velokim. There's an Aleph there, but you don't hear it. So those because of those four letters, Vav, Kaf, Lamed, Bet, before the word Adoshem or Elokim, the Aleph is now, it's as if it's not there, it's silent. But with the other, with Moshe, the letters Mem, Shin, He, you actually hear the Hataf Segol, the Hataf Patah. So you hear Ha Elokim, Me Elokim, She Elokim, those kinds of things. There's Adoshem, same thing. Now there are exceptions to this. And nothing's without exceptions, right? So even the words Vechalev, when you have the Vav Kaf Lamed Bet before Shem Adonut or Shem Elokut, those four letters sometimes before Adon or Eloah, right? Eloka. So then once in a while you'll find that it is pronounced. The Aleph is not silent, but it is pronounced. There are 7 cases brought down throughout the Tanakh. I'll give you 2 which we see usually. First one is in Devarim Yod, Pasuk Yud Zayin, Va'adoneh ha'adonim. The Aleph has got a Hataf Patah under it. Normally you would have said, with the rule, you would have said Va'adoneh, and the Aleph would have been silent, but that's not what it is over there. Va'adoneh, it's a Patah under the Vav, Hataf Patah under the Aleph. Va'adoneh ha'adonim. Same is another famous one, Tehillim Kuf Lamed Vav, Pasuk Bet. Hodu La Adoneh ha'adonim. Hodu La Adoneh, Patah under the Lamed, Hataf Patah under the Aleph, and you hear the Aleph, La Adoneh ha'adonim. Same thing with the word ha'adonim. In both cases, there with the ha'adonim, you would have heard it anyway from the klal of Moshe. But with La Adoneh ve'kalev, you would have thought it would have said La Adoneh ha'adonim. Nope, it's La Adoneh Yosem and HaKlal. It's 2 of the 7. I'm bringing them down so you know that. Let's go through it again. The rule, the klal is called Moshe Motzi Vekalev Machnis. The letters for Moshe, Mem, Shin, He, Motzi. When they're before the Adonut or Elokut, then they're vocalized. The Aleph is vocalized. But Vekalev, when the letters Vav, Kaf, Lamed, Bet are before Elokut or Adonut, Machnis, the Aleph is usually silent, and that's what you'll find in the great majority of cases, with the exception of 7 unusual ones, Yotzei min haklal.